Bryant Jones, Director of Geothermal Rising. We meet again, but in a new destination. We are in Florence, Baker Hughes Annual Meeting. Your first time, how is your feelings? What are your thoughts?
Well, the geothermal community is here, and we are making a splash about geothermal technologies, and that's really exciting.
What has been your biggest takeaways, like phrases or words that you were like, this is something I will bring with me into Geothermal Rising?
Energize. That's the theme of the conference here in Florence, and that energy, the energizing the geothermal community, the energizing the geothermal industry, and carrying on this great momentum that has started a few years ago, and just keep it going. That's that energy is what we're going to bring back to Geothermal Rising.
I love that. We're going to put it on stage when we are going to
GRC in Hawaii.
Of course, we'll meet you there, right?
October 27th to the 31st.
If you missed it.
Right, you can register now.
You heard? Go in. I've already registered, booked my hotel and ticket, so
Yep.
we'll be there. I wanted to dwell in. You were just on the geothermal panel. We were having a discussion. It was an interesting debate because it was actually a bit of healthy conflict in it. We were having questions from the audience, and we were getting feedback actually about the geothermal community and what we need to do more or less or differently. What are your, if you would elaborate your thoughts on the panel? What was your lessons learned?
One of the things we were talking about is the risk of geothermal and how to define what the risk is and how to explain that risk to external audiences. And that's something I think we're still trying to finesse. We're still trying to work out is, as an industry, how do we explain the risk of investing in geothermal to policymakers, media, investors, that's an area where we can continue to work and improve.
For me, when I was listening a little bit as well, it was a bit of a criticism to us being very opportunistic. And the first question was, is geothermal a big part of the energy mix? And we had many yeses, but we also had a couple of, we were challenged a little bit about it. And even if we are optimistic and when we speak amongst ourselves, it is very optimistic. What can we do? What can we learn from a comment like that?
So the question about is geothermal crucial to the clean energy economy? And the answer is yes, I think it is. It's not that we're trying to be 80% of the market. We could be 5% or 10%. That's still a crucial part of the electrical grid, or providing thermal and air conditioning as well. So the goal for the geothermal industry is not to be this huge industry. It's to provide the stability and the safety and and the value that geothermal brings to stabilize the grid, to bring air conditioning and heating to homes, and that is a crucial aspect of the benefits of geothermal. And so when we were debating up on the panel, is geothermal crucial? And I think that was the debate was, some people were thinking, well, geothermal is never going to be 80% of the electrical grid. Well, yeah, that's true, or it's not. It doesn't need to be, but it's going to bring that stability, that 10% maybe of the electrical grid, and that is crucial.
Is that something that we go wrong when we are actually communicating? Are we communicating that it is the God-given solution, and that we should maybe communicate that we are a part of the solution and we are essential to the baseload? What are your thoughts on the communication of how we do this?
Yeah, I like to liken it to how you invest your retirement money. You don't put it all in one single stock, one single company. You diversify, and that's what we need to do with our with our energy as well, is diversify. You're going to invest in solar, wind, geothermal, hydro, and you want to diversify. And it's going to be different by region as well. Some regions you're going to have more geothermal solutions, and other regions you'll have less, and that's totally okay.
That was a very good summary. Any last final thoughts on this and hopes maybe for next year?
I hope that geothermal does make it more onto the main stage at the Baker Hughes Annual Meeting next year. I don't think it was brought up enough, and the conversation was focused on cleaner natural gas technologies. And I think I'm hoping that next year we'll see geothermal panels that are on the main stage, or at least the geothermal being brought up more often on the main stage.
Hoping for representatives up on the stage then.
That's right.
Yeah. So let's put you up there.
Okay.
It's a challenge for Baker Hughes Annual Meeting. We need more people on stage, and we have a good person here, right?
Yeah,
Are you ready for the challenge?
I'll probably be nervous if I'm on the stage.
We have a year to prepare. It's okay. Yeah, don't worry about that. I've had the pleasure hanging out with you throughout this conference, and I hope that next year we will have you at least on stage, and maybe even more people from the geothermal community. Thank you, Bryant, for joining us here, and see you in...
I'm not sure where next.
We'll see. You will know when I meet him next, because I'm probably going to be with a microphone interviewing you again. But we know that we will be in Hawaii.
Yes.
Aloha.
October. Register
See you
now.
later. Take care. Ciao.